Hello everyone, it's Vicky here today and I'm designing for Bramble Fox. I'm using a couple of different things that are going to be new to the Fox boxes and also to the store. So I've got here a die, first of all, which is a sort of a city map, which is really cool. And then I've got paper snips 8. I've got some little epoxy buttons, I guess, and also a perspective from the August Fox box. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with the paper snips a bit later. So these are going to be included in the Fox boxes, the Fox box extra. So you'll see what I do with those in a short while. But I'm using the Let's Go collection from Simple Stories, and I want to build up sort of a layered area for my photos to sit on over here on the left. And one of those layers is going to be the city map die. So I'm going to cut it onto this pale blue cardstock here. I tried printing it on a different pattern paper, but it didn't really work. So I'm going to go for some plain cardstock. This is a Colour Vibes piece of cardstock from Simple Stories. So there it is, all cut out, and it looks pretty cool as a layer in there, I thought. So yeah, I'm just playing around with the colours in there and what's in there and how it looks when it's layered, and then where I might put my title. And I think my title, that adventure, goes best onto that grey cardstock there. I think it's pattern paper is what I mean. Having a bad day today. I think it sort of makes that pop out really well onto that paper. And I want to use the different icons in here. Obviously a camper van, because there's a photo of a camper van. This is a holiday van on the beach, obviously, and then Buster having his first ice cream, which was fun. He really liked it. Okay, so I'm just pulling out a few bits and pieces that I think will go with this and look good on the layout. And plenty of pieces. You can see I've used this kit a few times. I absolutely love it. So, and it goes perfectly with all the travel-y bits and pieces in the Bramble Fox collections. Okay, so this is where I use the paper snips. What you do is you use those little epoxy stickers on top of the circles, and you can use a 1-inch punch to cut them out, but I don't have a 1-inch punch for some reason. I thought I did, but I don't, so I just cut them freehand. And if you put the sticker on before you cut them, it makes it easier to have a line to cut around, I think. And so those look really cute. So when they're done, they look like little flares. So I think they're fantastic for the layout. They're nice and flat, but they also have dimension and a bit of shininess. So I'm going to stick down my papers. I've got various different offcuts that I've used here, and I'm distressing the edges and then sticking them down to the page. This one actually hangs off the page, but I cut that off later. And yeah, the distressed edge is very subtle, but it just adds a bit of texture to the layout, which I really like. Okay, all the different bits and pieces. I'm going to layer back up the photos just so that I get them just where I want them. And the adventure title is going to go there. So I just feel like I need a bit more orange there at the top, so I'm going to use a bit of orange paper there. Buster is a ginger dog, so it's nice to have orange on photos that he's in, I always think. We call him Little Ginge. There we go. So I think that just sort of pulls that over there, and I like the way that looks. Okay, so I love that. I do love that little camper van, and I decide I'm going to put it over on the right, so that it ends my title there, Road Trip. So Road Trip Adventure really is my title, and that just brings the orange in. I love the orange in this collection, I really do. So yeah. So now I need to fit my little map piece in. and I want to tuck it in the back of there, and I should have put it in before I stuck everything down, but I completely forgot to do it, and so now I'm just desperately trying to make it fit in there because that's where I want it, just there. And I realised that I want to put these pattern pieces higher, but that piece will not come off the page. It's stuck well and truly, so I add another piece in behind. And that's the paper I got out earlier that I was going to use at the bottom, and I think that that looks really nice at the top. So we're getting there. So I'm going to continue to stick pieces down as I am happy with how things are looking. And that's going to get stuck onto there, just in a couple of places. And I forgot to distress the edges of that piece at the top, but never mind. I just realised that now. So I'm going to put some foam on the back of my photo, and I completely cover that one in foam before realising it's supposed to overlap. So then I just have to pull some of it off. And for some reason, it's super sticky today. I am not lucky with my tape today. It all seems to be sticking perfectly the first time, and which it doesn't normally. So anyway, so I put some foam onto the other photo, and then I'm just sort of rearranging it, making sure that it works. And there we go, build it all up again. I'm going to stick the perspective down using some Scotch tacky glue, which I've put into a fine liner bottle. I find that that works perfectly for these perspectives. Some people use glossy accents, so that works pretty well too. You need something that's quite grippy, I think, something that's quite strong. And then I'm going to stick my photos down because I know they're going to go there. Few difficulties with my ATG gun, but there we go, it works. And I'm going to start to stick some other things down as well. I'm going to put a bit of foam onto the edge of this perspective here, and the other half will obviously sit on top of the photo, so it only needs foam on one side. And while that's just sticking down, I put some glue onto the camper van so that that can go over there on the right. And then when I put my road trip title, obviously that's going to slightly overlap the camper van. And again, I cut the edge off of that at the end. Okay, so I'm sticking down my bits and pieces here. My adventure epoxy sticker flare, I'm not sure what we're calling it, I think flare, is going up above road trip. And then I'm going to stick these pieces down here, and my other little flare is going to go next to that. That one at the bottom says the open road. Even though the van's parked on the beach, we were on the road to get there. That little chipboard piece is a map, which I think is really cute, and that's going to go at the bottom. Again, I'm just going to put foam onto one edge of it, and the other edge will sit on the photo. Another little camper van from the puffy stickers is going to go up at the top, and also a little compass, which I'm going to put next to the adventure perspective. Okay, just got that little arrow there, which I think is really cute, pointing from the photos to the word adventure. And then I'm going back to the paper snips, and I'm going to cut a couple of pieces out. One of them says, "Oh, happy day," and that's going to go above the photo. And the other one says, "Explore," and I'm going to put that onto the map piece there at the bottom. So I'm going to pop up the "Oh, happy day" onto foam, and then the "Explore" will just stick straight onto the chipboard piece. Okay, and I think final thing I'm going to do is some enamel dots. So I'm going to put them in threes. I start to think about putting them as headlights on the camper van, but I can't really because the second one hangs off the page. So I put some there, I put some down the bottom, and I put some at the top left as well in threes. And I like how that looks. And that's it. that's the final layout. I hope it's given you some inspiration for using the die and your paper snips. I hope you enjoy using those epoxy stickers on there. I think they're really good fun and make the flare look fabulous. There's some close-ups there as well. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, please subscribe to my channel and to the Bramble Fox channel. And yeah, I'll list all the products I use below. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Vicky from Bramble Fox. Bye bye.